From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for November 18, 2016. In just a moment, we'll be taking a look at the GBPUSD, the Great British Pound versus US dollar for today's trade analysis. But first, a recap of the trade suggestions made in the live trade room and here in the morning analysis videos over the past couple of days. Let's get started with USD CAD dollar CAD. Yesterday, the suggestion was buying into the support zone. So if you did decide to take a buy into the support zone yesterday, right around the 1.3400 level, you had a significant opportunity for some profit over the past 24 hours. Currently, the trade is sitting about 87, 85 pips of profit. The stop loss has been moved into profit, so we can't lose. We've closed some of the profit on the trade. By the way, just taking a look at the top right-hand corner of the chart, the blue shaded area, light blue shaded area, you see resistance over here on the left, support here. We saw the trend line in place right around that 1.34 handle. So that's where we took the buy yesterday, right around that blue zone. Let's go ahead and put an arrow there. There it is, right there. There's our buy. You can see moving all the way up into the mid 1.35s. So clearly well over 100 pips of profit on the extent of the trade into the yellow shaded area. We've now seen a little bit of a pullback from that yellow zone. We do, of course, have some news today out of Canada that may affect this currency pair as well. So we want to be sure to protect profit if you are in that trade. Now, the next thing we will be looking for a continuation of the uptrend would be the breakout above the yellow shaded area, which would be 1.3575. So we're a good ways away from that at the current moment, but sitting down into support the green zone right now. We're looking for, of course, the continuation of the uptrend. Likely take some significant news to cause that to happen. But if you are in from the blue shaded area into the low 134s, you should be in profit protection mode now for the US CAD. A couple of the other trades that we've been following over the past few days, US franc, we've been buying this currency pair as well. We've actually had two opportunities to buy this currency pair. We had a lower level down around the 99.55 level earlier on in the week, captured and closed profit on that trade. We bought it again, added back onto the position at 1.0010, and that one is currently sitting about 60 or 55, 56 pips of profit right now. We've seen a little bit more than that as well on this trade. Zoom it in one time here on, or a couple of times maybe here on the daily time frame, and again, the opportunity to buy was the blue zone, the pink zone. Stop loss is currently locked into profit right now above the pink zone, so we can't lose on this trade. It's pulling back right now. I think we're seeing a little bit of a pullback, some profit taking going into the weekend, so be aware of that if you are holding profit on any of these trades. Taking it over to the euro dollar, we were trading this one as well as a short from the 107.20 level. You can see we're currently sitting about 83, 85 pips of profit. We've seen more on this one as well. Zooming in a couple of times again, I think we're seeing some profit taking prior to going into the weekend. We're right around or just above the 106 level, which was our target on the extent of the trade anyway. So again, you should be in profit protection mode, 80 plus pips of profit. We've seen more than that as well as it pushed underneath 106. Could see a little bit of a pullback today. So be aware of that. If you're holding profit, protect profit. Don't let it go back against you. And last, the NZD-USD, again, another opportunity to go short on this currency pair. Actually took 2 or 3 opportunities this week to go short on the New Zealand dollar. And this one from 71.05. We're currently sitting about 50 pips of profit. Again, this one is locked in as well. Let's take it down to the 4-hour time frame. Look at the pullback that we're seeing right now. Interesting, and we spoke about this in the trade room yesterday. We need it to stay underneath the purple zone if this is going to continue to go lower. If this gets back above, we'll call it 7060, 7060, we might see some further pullback on this pair. So be aware of that. If you're in profit, protect it. If you're not in it, look for it to stay under the purple zone today. If it can, maybe we're back down into the orange shaded area, which is 69.75. As our next target lower, but we're watching that purple zone today. We don't want it to get back above there if we're holding profit on the shorts for the New Zealand dollar. All right, moving on over to the GBPUSD, Great British Pound, US dollar. I'm going to turn the trade window off for right now so we can see this. The black box on the right is really what we want to focus our attention on. I think there's something else we need to focus our attention on. Obviously, it was moving higher over the past several weeks, going all the way back into October. It was moving up, 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 hit a resistance high all the way up here into the 126s, and then this week has been on a slow drift lower, and that's what we want to focus our efforts in. Let's take a couple of, well, let's take one trend line here. and grab that trend line and put it in here like this. So you take a look at this. Look at what's happening to the highs here. We see the highs getting progressively lower. And I've said this all week long in the trade room, that I believe the opportunity here on the GBPUSD is greater for the shorts. And that kind of gives me a little bit more confidence in it, the greater for the shorts, because we see the highs getting lower. Almost a head and shoulders type pattern here, isn't it? That we see here with the shoulder level along that blue trend line, the head above it. Now we're trying to break the what could be considered the neckline of that head and shoulders pattern, and that may give way for some further movement down for the GBPUSD. Let's go ahead and zoom it in here now that we've seen that. Zooming in, we can see the yellow shaded area historically. Right here was support, so we need to be aware of that. We want to be sure that this isn't a false breakout. And I would point to you all of these little areas right here, all of these candles that tried to get through the 123.85 level and were very unsuccessful in getting through the 123.85 level. So don't get fooled in to a false breakout. So how do we get some confidence and assure ourselves that it's not a false breakout? Well, for me, it's always going to be looking for that singular candle body that opens and closes. Take a look at all those on the left. On the left-hand side, where it tried to break the yellow zone, there was never a full single candle body that opened and closed underneath 1.2385. Several tested, several challenged, but no open and close. That's what I'm going to be looking for today. A confirmed breakout, open and close of a singular candle body under the yellow zone increases my confidence that we're going to continue to look at resistance here at the yellow shaded area and continue the downward spiral towards the orange shaded area at minimum, which is down towards 123. So that's what we're looking for today. Open and close, continue to pressure back down towards the orange zone. Because literally, if it does what it did back here, it gets back within or above that yellow shaded area, we can see it turn back around and go back up towards the green zone or the blue trend line. So let's be patient. Let's not ruin some of the profit that we've had this week. Let's wait for the clear breakout before we look for an opportunity to go short on the pound dollar.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.